Relax. I just told Izzy what he needed to hear to keep the DSDs quiet while we figure out our next move.
Hey, boo, you thinking of ways to get to Ortega as we speak.
Yeah, I am.
Joseph, you have been Tommy for more than a decade
Sure, yes.
now.
Yep.
How challenging has it been for you to say goodbye to this character? How emotional has it been for you?
Well, I don't know that I'm ready to say goodbye to the character, but I am ready to say goodbye to Chicago. And the reason is how emotionally attached I am to the character is that it's half me and half Gary Lennon. When we originally originated the character, obviously created by Courtney Egan, beautiful pilot, excellent first season, but the real heart and the soul and the dynamicism and the 360-degree view of human being that is Tommy Egan came to play when Gary came to flush the character out. I think that Courtney did an incredible job at structuring the skeleton of the character. I came in and put on some tendons and muscle, and Gary smoothed out the skin, gave him a big old heart, a bigger brain, and we were off to the races.
Yeah, Gary, what about for you? What's it been like having to say goodbye to this chapter, at least, of Tommy Egan?
Yeah, you know, Joseph and I obviously are always talking and collaborating, and so it feels like it's a continuation of the Tommy story, and it's the end of a chapter. But I think Joseph and I both really loved our experience in Chicago and our cast and our crew there, and it's one of the best crews I've ever worked with anywhere ever. So I will miss that part of the experience, but as Joseph said, it's definitely not the end of Tommy and the continuation of it. But it's been a great ride.
Yeah.
We loved making this last season together.
Yeah, it's never the end in the Power universe. I don't even know why I thought that this would potentially even remotely be.
And I only said that to know that even if this is the end of Tommy's journey, in one facet, just remember, people come back in people's imaginations. People come back and they can come back every episode if need be. So there are possible continuations regardless of this. I think it's gonna keep the fans guessing all the way to the very, very, very end.
Dear God, I can't wait.
Ah! I ain't gonna hold you. This shit hurt like.
I'm sorry, I'm almost done. And I'm finished.
If I can holler at you, where's your head at? How you feeling? I know there was some scary back there.
Tommy, did my brother send those guys?
No. That was the Marquez cartel. Look, Maria, I'm sorry you got pulled into my business, but thank you for doing this for Bones.
I didn't just do this for Bones. I did this for you. I'm always gonna show up for you.
Thank you.
Now, this season, you're a producer on the series too. How has that changed things for you as an actor?
It's helped me have, Gary and I have a shorthand because we trust each other and there's a bond of brothers between us. So we would have that regardless. I researched the heck out of things just for like the character anyway, but for the city of Chicago and to say, hey Gary, can we add in this street and this neighborhood because of this and this? Or can we add this because in real life, this gang and this gang did this and our gang are kind of mirroring that, and can we kind of make it have this? And Gary can either say yes because or no because, and we can do it in front of everybody. There's no closed doors. Things are just out in the open, and we're here to create incredible entertainment that's responsible storytelling.
Now, Gary, let's bring you in. What's it been like to work with Joseph in this capacity as a producer on the series?
You know, the way that we've been working together for all these years, in my opinion, Joseph has been a producer all along. He just didn't have the title. And so for me, little has changed in the extent that I always went to him and was like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you want to do? What excites you? What haven't you done? Where do you think he goes? Who do you think he's talking to? Like, we collaborate, but he weighs in on everything.
It's a big-ass gun.
Gonna leave a big-ass hole in Janard when I find him, too. You ain't got no idea where he be hiding. Y'all must have had some secret spots.
He knows I'm in business with you now. He'd be ahead of that.
You ain't protecting him, are you?
I'm about business.
Gary, how did you get there? Did you just hit the reset button on this character and just start from scratch? Or what did you do to really kind of get into showing this type of evolution that Joseph just talked about?
You know, when I came on the second season of this show, of Force, I was sort of handed a number of situations that were already invented before I got there. And what I thought was important, and I know that was important to Joe, was to get back to who Tommy Egan was and how do we dramatize that. And so what I just thought, really honestly, was I just brought it all back to creating a character who lives truthfully under imaginary circumstances. So I needed to expand and constrict at the same time, meaning that I had to make things that I liked, that Joseph liked, work. Let's expand upon them. Let's make it more difficult for him in Chicago. And then on the things that we both thought didn't really work, I needed to constrict, and I needed to like get rid of those stories right away, you know, put an end to that so I could then sort of like concentrate on some of the other characters. In season 2, one of the things I was really proud of was working with the Gennard and the Isaac character and their brotherhood relationship and the father relationship. And as artists, as writers, as actors, as directors, I think what we do is we put our own personal trauma or own personal mess into the work that we do, and that reflects, and that's why people recognize themselves in the work, because it's truthful. And so with that particular brotherhood story, I was able to work out some of my own issues with my own brothers in real life and my family business.
When y'all meet with Che again? Man, I think next week. Tommy got direct line. This can just do whatever you want to do. This is crazy. It's called a partnership. Okay, a partnership. Was he thinking about shit when he started f***ing Maria?
You know, Tommy has really become sort of like a North Star, I think, of the Power universe. You know, what does that feel like for you as the actor who has, you know, created him, but also, you know, represents the series, or not just the series, but the universe in a lot of ways for a lot of fans? What's that been like for you?
It really great, because I know that I am not solely responsible for the character at all. Yes, I have a large part in it, but certainly no more than Gary has. And there's a million other components that have it. I think that so many of the other actors that I have the luxury of working with, especially Chris Lofton and Isaac Keys, also people like Miriam Hyman, who plays.
She has a great season.
She's and Shane Harper, who's wonderful in this. I think all these wonderful dance partners in this iteration of the Power universe have really helped me shine and lifted me up. We've all lifted each other up, but led by Gary. He is a true leader. When people need him, he is there and he shows up, and you need that for a show to be successful, and we have that.
Gary, by the time we get to the last frame of the last show on this season, what to you is the biggest victory with regards to how all of us are consuming this series? You know, what has to happen for you to say this was why I wanted to end this series this way?
It's a great question. I think that we as writers, and the writers went into it wanting to service the fans. We're very, Joseph, myself, all the other actors, the directors, the writers, the studio, the network, we're aware that we get to make this show because our fans love the show. And so I feel a huge responsibility to deliver upon the promise that I made them when the first episode hits the air. Building over the course of 10 episodes this season at the end of the story, I feel like the biggest gift for me is that I think that we succeeded as a group in telling a really compelling story, and that we answered questions that we promised the audience we would deliver answers to. But the great thing about our finale is that we ended providing the audience a number of questions of where the hell are they gonna go?
Oh my God,
Which
oh
is
my
great
God.
for us, yeah.
I think people would be disappointed if you didn't. And just
Yeah.
So the good news is that, don't give anything away, obviously, but it sounds like we don't maybe have to say goodbye to this character that we have known and loved all these years, because maybe he'll show up someplace else, maybe.
There is a possibility, as a lot of the characters. They always say, if you don't die in the Power series, and if you do die in the Power series,
Yeah, listen,
Power
Omari,
never ends, ghosts
if you're
never die.
listening, Omari,
Omari.
your phone may be ringing.
Omar, we need you, buddy.
Yeah.